There's a big agency that actually collapsed, completely kaput, like out of thin air disappeared because a lot of people couldn't keep up with their bills. A lot of them started selling their cars for a loss.
What's the ugliest truth about this industry, right?
Yes.
The buying car culture. People who join 3 months, buy car. 1 year, buy car.
Don't you think that if they buy car, then they will do better because they feel prouder or anything?
If you need a car so that you feel better, that means you are insecure. If you need motivation to become successful in business, don't do a business. You cannot use your own way to teach people. They have to face certain things, incident in their life, then they will change.
I don't know the exact details, but I know from people who came up from those industries and they will get their team members to buy cars and take loans, right? And then what the justification of the managers and the leaders was like, if they don't have a commitment, they won't work hard.
Exactly.
Right? There's a big agency that actually collapsed, like completely kaput, like out of thin air disappeared because a lot of people couldn't keep up with their bills. A lot of them started selling their cars for a loss, you know, and particularly A-Class and 3 Series, you know.
That's the entry level.
Yeah. So what do you say to those people who are currently in that kind of situation where they are constantly being pressured and stuff?
Okay, I would say that some people really need to be pressured. I agree to the point. The strategy actually works for some people, not all. When we are in the entrepreneur world, this is entrepreneur world, right? You have time freedom. Time freedom doesn't mean you can do anything you want, you know. It only means that you can choose when you want to do the thing. But some people, if they don't have something to chase them, they probably won't move as fast or as disciplined. So I agree that actually works up to a certain point, but not for everyone. Some people will feel that I don't even need a luxury car. Like, why are you forcing me to buy? It's like against my will. So this kind of strategy will probably push some people away, especially those who don't obey. So which is why like some people just left the company.
Yeah, some of them make fun. It's like, you know, 赚多少钱了，还是加你的买 V.
I want to say, really, this happens to me.
Really?
Yeah. I was in this industry since 2016
9 years.
In 2019, early 2019, I achieved my title called head of team in my company. Head of team is like you lead a group of people and you did over 50 million sales a year. So it's like a title that everybody just seek after. So some people actually ask me this question. Hey, Adrian, you are head of team now, but why are you still driving Vios? On my live video. And he was in the live video, he asked me this question. At the point of that, like I was shocked. Okay, why are you asking me this? Then I just say like, never mind, it's coming soon, At the time, maybe I was planning to buy or whatever. But you see, I still never bought my car until 2-3 years later. Here's the thing, like in our industry, in our team, we don't force you to buy a car. We give you the incentive, but you can choose to buy or not to buy. If you don't buy, then you can use the incentive to travel. And I use that to travel instead of buying a car that I didn't want at the time. It's not until like during MCO period then my wife and I are thinking like maybe we should get a better car. Then I consult you, That's when I get my first Porsche. That's after I know you, then after I decide. But not because the company pushed me to buy. It's because I want to buy. Like I was at the point where I can say, okay, I can buy the car and I don't feel pressure and I can enjoy the car. There was a question that you sent me earlier. What's the ugliest truth about this industry, right?
Yes.
One of it is actually this, the buying car culture. Like people who join 3 months, buy car. 1 year, buy car. Like you can see a lot of people are like that. But you gotta ask themselves first, do they really want the car or not? Or do they want the car because their friends buy the car?
Yeah, because the common thing is like, you know, I also asked by some of my guests, don't you think that if they buy car, then, you know, they will do better because they feel prouder or anything?
Okay, I think
you've probably seen more of these cases, so maybe you can share.
I'll say that if you need a car so that you feel better, that means you are insecure. Let's put it this way. Like if you are in this industry, like myself, like you are there you have a motivation, which is your family, your kid, and you realize that this industry can make you a lot of money to change your family's life. You don't need a car to validate your insecurity. Usually people who needs that, right, it's because the leader plant the insecurity in their head. Yeah, you do this, like you don't buy a car, your friend will laugh at you. You see your friend here, like your peers, everybody have their car. You should get one. Then in the end, you know what they buy? They buy a 5-year-old second-hand BMW. Like, which is maybe 100,000+. Yes, could come with a lot of problem, but then they still want that fame. I'm driving a BMW, I'm driving a Merc.
And they don't even actually like the car.
No.
Right? So a lot of them got into this situation. So how does it impact their performance?
Okay, I would say, okay, first of all, when you have a car, of course, you try to force yourself to work better. But like I said, back to the initial when we talk about the financial commitment thing, think about this. If you really have to think about money all the time, you can't really focus on getting the best service to your customer. You'll be at the point of desperation that you do desperate measure, and that's where throwing commission, undercutting, stealing customer comes in. Which is why like real estate industry has a bad rap. Like people say that, agents should undercut each other it's a dog eat dog world kind of thing.
Yeah.
All because of this, like the hard push pressure. So if you ask me like to have a better and a more healthy environment, I would say that instead of using like fear or this kind of thing to push people, we have to encourage people to feel that they feel proud as a real estate agent, which I think our team actually encouraged that. Because at the end of the day, we don't judge you based on what you drive. We judge you one thing, whether you create content and build branding to share to people. Like, okay, I wouldn't say use the word judge. It's like we use that as the pedestal kind of thing.
We promote that behavior.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of your team members are content creators, right?
Yeah, because it's the environment, right?
Yeah.
Actually, we want that even more. We want that even more.
Come back to the topic about push because it's very interesting. When is push necessary, and how is the push? How would you do the push? Because it sounds like there's also a valuable part about the pushing. We talked about the pull already, right?
Yeah.
So when is necessary to push, and how would you push? The push is not just about buying car. Like the agent is like, okay, let me give you an example. Let's say I'm your agent, and I said I'll be full time, but then I really only do 8 hours a week. And when I meet my customers, I don't follow your system. I do my way. I come once every month for coaching versus every once a week. And then I'm like, oh, this industry not good. And then you have to do the push method, right? So how would you deal with an agent like this who's like, who you clearly know he didn't put heart into the work, never learn, and then not doing well? Because we've seen this a lot. So how would you deal with someone like this?
Okay, first of all, initially I would want everyone in my team to be successful. So when I face this kind of agent, I'll put a lot of energy on, consult him one-on-one, even do calling together with him side by side. But after a while, I realized that it's not ROI. Like I'm not like a very realistic person, but I want to say that one thing that Elon Musk actually said: if you need motivation to become successful in business, don't do a business. It's like doing business should be something that comes from within. Like you tell me you want to come into the industry and make money, and you expect me to push you to make money, I might as well push someone who is willing to do. So I wouldn't say that I give up on this person. I'll let the system do it. You see, a lot in my group chat right now that I have 800 plus agents, but not everyone is active. They are still in my system. My training is online. They can watch it. So I'll keep sending this kind of thing into my group. I just hope that maybe one video can remind him why he want to join this industry. Then he will come back. So instead of me using my own energy to push everyone, I focus on the 20%, 30% that can really work. The other 70%, I use system, company training, team training, my own training video, I send to them.
Just keep them in the ecosystem.
Yes, I won't kick them away. I won't give up on them like entirely.
But would you ever give them an ultimatum? Like do this or else?
For some people, yes. If I see potential in this kind of people, some people that they really are good salesperson, the only reason that they are not successful is because they didn't put enough effort. I really will meet with them and then just tell them like, okay, I'm gonna work with you one last time. Okay, this is my expectation. Okay, can you commit or not? And if they say they can commit and they still don't do it, I did my best. Initially, like I said, I wanted everyone in my team to be successful. Tony actually told me this. This is a very wrong mindset. Because you can't change other people. They have to want to change themselves. So instead, ask yourself this question. Do you do your best to help them? If you already did your best to help them and they don't change, it's not your fault anymore. Let them be. So that's the thinking that I carry right now. Like, I want to add to that one thing. One of my leaders, Chen, right? Chen, if you're listening, he actually told me one thing. If you really are spending time to those people who are not committed to you, you're actually very selfish. Like me, actually, are very selfish. Think about it, why? Your group doesn't only have these kind of people. There's a bunch of people who is willing to work with you and then, become more successful. But you are spending your time to like grow the people who don't want to resonate to you. Are you being fair to these people or not? That's first thing. And second thing, instead of trying to put all your energy to grow these people, think about other way. Can you use your energy to find more people to join your group? You train them, and then use these people to become the inspiration to motivate these people. You say, don't waste your energy on these people. You are good. You have good intention, and you have the capability to grow people, right? Grow the people who are willing to grow, and use these people as example to grow them instead. Because in Chinese, there's one thing they say, like 人教人教不会，事教人一教就会。Sometimes you cannot use your own way to teach people. They have to face certain things, incident in their life, then they will change. But
Correct.
when they're not there yet, you don't need to too much. You just need to be there when they need you. But today, if you don't spend your energy to grow your team, can you be there when they need you? Can you be there when they need some of your other team member to guide them? You might as well build the platform first. This is the mindset that really changed me a lot. So don't cling on that particular few people, but use your energy to help other people. So in return, these people maybe can help these people in the future.
That's very inspiring.